It all comes back down to what are you as a brand using to stay relevant? And obviously there's the consumer while home, and now hopefully starting to get out of their home, right, with the recent trends. So I think what's really important, again, is understanding the mindset of the consumers. And for that, you really have to understand what is the environment at which they are consuming media. If it's connected TV, are they home? Are they home for a reason? And then if they're home for a reason, then you might want to consider what type of creative message, and then also what type of creative environment or contextual environment that you're delivering into. You don't want to create a message that's so different than the contextual or the content that they're consuming, because it'll create too much distance in terms of how a consumer would be receptive to the message. So I think you're going to have to think about this relevance conversation, and it's what, from an execution standpoint, like what are the contextual signals that I can understand relevance, and then what are some of the macro environments of what's happening with people at home or emerging from their home in light of the pandemic or another situation, and then making sure that the creative message is something that's relevant and test. We are still very, very early as an industry in connected TV. And what we're finding is that, as with a new marketplace or a new ecosystem, there are some challenges that we had traditionally gone through with display or mobile, frankly. And one of those challenges is, basically, I really want to know where I'm running. I want to know what channels I'm running, or I want to have some reporting on the types of shows that I'm running on. And this information has traditionally, so far in contextual and connected TV, been pretty hard to get. So when we look out into the horizon, everyone sees a massive opportunity with consumers spending time with connected TV. But from an advertising perspective, we know from our experience in the field is that markets will move and drive growth when there's more intelligence that can be activated. So I think over time, the more data that advertisers and partners can have to share about their campaigns in contextual TV will continue to prove out performance or adjustments and investment practices that will continue to increase the overall investment, and frankly, bring in some of the more, I would say, modern digital marketers to the CTV environment. Because I have a feeling that there are some that are not into connected TV because of some of the lack of transparency or lack of data to make informed decisions. So I think with some of the work, especially with some of the work that we're doing with our partnership, I think that will start to change things ahead.